Hello and welcome back to CJGW Gaming, where we are building the city of Forest Gulf. And last time we began this lovely little community down up in the tropics. It's got everything from a high school to some industrial parks and even an island out here. So today what we're going to do is we're going to focus on residential expansion, and a lot of it at that. And I'm hoping by the end of today we can get a couple of people living down close to the river. But first I'm going to fix a couple of things that I left out in the last episode, one of which is this path. So what I did is I just didn't connect this path towards this road. And it's probably not needed, but as far as I'm concerned, people would want to walk from here to here. So I will connect this path and is that right in the middle of it? And yeah, it is. And I'm going to bulldoze this tree and fix up some of the landscaping. So there we are. I fixed up some of the landscaping around here and added a couple of extra trees and a plant or two. And next, I think, did I actually miss any? No, I didn't miss anything. I think I was just going to double check that. However, we do have slight residential demand, so what I will do is I'll just extend this up 3 blocks, which I think should be enough. And then we'll see and then we should be able to see the rest of that industrial filling in, and we have power problems. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to put the budget up the entire way, up to 150, because then we'll get a lot more purchase out of our power plant, and that should resolve itself because that will work at half capacity when it has no power, meaning that it will only, I guess, provide water to half the people it would otherwise. So I'm just going to finish building these roads now. Okay, there we go. We've got our next little bit of grid set up, and now we are going to put in our paths. Okay, there we go. We've got our paths in. And one thing I do realize we did forget about last episode was parks. So I'm going to put this in double speed so that we can earn it back a bit of the money that we spent on roads and paths. But I think that we're going to have a couple of parks in and around the city. But before I do that, I'm going to increase the garbage budget because I don't really want to waste all of my money on a new recycling center. And I also don't want to build a landfill site because I'm heavily against them and they just get annoying and in the way. So I think we'll start off by building just a small park down in the corner here. So this will serve quite a bit of the city, and I'll just bulldoze that path in there to be able to autosave. Just bulldoze that path to be able to place this park in. And then I realize now that I can also connect a path through here. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get into my zoning and de-zone all of this. So, sorry building, you're going to have to go. And here I'm just going to do a bit of landscaping. So there we go, we've got our trees in just around the small park here. And I think that'll serve the area well with those services. And so now I think we'll add in a few more parks. So I think that I'll put I really love carousel parks. So I'll put one next to the elementary school because say you're just out of school, and I think a carousel would be fun if you've just gotten out of school, and yeah, I think that would just be a lot of fun because you could get out of school and walk to the carousel park, have a bit of fun. And I'm actually going to move this directly next to the elementary school. Because then they could just walk over. Like, they don't even have to cross a road. It's that quick. So, and I think, yeah, I'll put a path through here to connect the outside world with the park. And patch up that zoning. So now I think we'll add a few more parks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on, I think it's Chester Heights. Yeah, Chester Heights. And I think I'll just populate this with a few Japanese gardens. So I'll put one on Evergreen Drive. And how about one on Todd Road? Yeah, that looks nice. Todd Road. I think I'll also put in a dog park somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, how about a dog park right off Main Street? Right here. Actually, not there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place this dog park down in Spring Hills. But that's mainly because that means I can still have the path through here. And then I can also patch up this zoning. So, how are we going for parks? I reckon we could use one more over down here. And I think I'll just use a small playground for this one. I don't really see it being anything more than that. But it does make everyone happy, and that's all we care about. We also care about the well-being of everyone, hopefully. But okay, so now I think we can... So how's our element? Yeah, I'm gonna put in an elementary school. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in a large playground over here, and here I'm going to connect the paths up because this has paths on either side. And then I'm going to place an elementary school directly across the road, or actually directly behind it, so they can just simply walk there as well. I think that path should connect up. I don't know if it does. I guess we'll find out if it does. And then, power. I'm just gonna put the water budget up. I think that could fix it. But we also do have power what should I do? Okay, you know what? Okay, for some reason my temperature was recording itself in Fahrenheit, and I'm an Australian, so I don't use Fahrenheit. But, come on, just go back down, go back down. No, it's not going to do that. So I'm just going to take out a loan. I'm going to take out the biggest loan. So I think I'll place just another coal plant up here in the Chestnut Industrial Park. I'll also replace the path. And nope, I don't want residential in there. And fix up the zoning. And now I'm going to put in the water pipes for this area. And then get to my zoning. Which, and houses springing up all over the place. And I think we'll just watch this fill in a bit and then I'll put a district over it. So, okay, there we go. So I've left this running for a couple of minutes, and we've just reached our next milestone of Boomtown. And what I'm going to do now is I'm now going to just draw a district over this place, and then I shall probably name these districts. Because, to be honest, the names that they have at the moment aren't really all that great. Okay, there we go. Coleridge Hills. Absolutely incredible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rename this Chester... Actually, no. I'm going to start with Spring Hills. This is our original land. I'm going to call it... how about the Forest Gulf Historical District? Yep, there we go. How about this one here? No, not the Maple Residence. Chester Heights. How about... Actually, I'll have this as Old North Forest Gulf, and this... no, hang on. So I have this... Not Sabrina Road. I'll have this as Old Forest Gulf, and this... no. Old North Forest Gulf, and this as Old South Forest Gulf. Okay, there we go. All of our districts are named. Just checking. Yep, industrial parks are named as well. Okay, so now I think what we'll do is we'll start expanding towards the water. So I'm going to put this in double speed. I think triple speed will do. To let Old North Forest Gulf fill in a bit. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to extend this out 16 tiles. I'm going to autosave. I'm going to extend this out 16 tiles. So 960, and then bring it down. So I'm also going to bring this up, but I'm going to bring it up right to the top. I'll bring this one down right to the bottom. So with what I actually, this is the second time I've recorded this video, but the previous one was laggy as. So what I'm going to be doing is we are going to be expanding towards the water. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these 4 blocks. I'm just going to draw this out and just expand as far as I can towards the bottom of the map. I'm not really worrying about the other grid lines at the moment. I'm just really worrying about where these roads are, because I'm gonna go as far as I can towards the bottom of the map, and hopefully it'll be okay. Okay, so this is about as far as we can go. I wonder. Yeah, so that's as far south as we can go. However, I'm just going to go out towards the water. You know what? We can buy a new tile. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this tile and this. Actually, I'm not going to buy that tile just yet. I do have plans for that, but I'm not going to reveal them yet. So, I'm going to extend this out as far as I can towards the water. I think that's about as far as I'll go. And I'll also extend this out one more block. Okay, and so what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to go into my landscaping and get up my key walls. So here what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get as close as I can. Oh yep, I can get that close. So I'm just going to draw this key wall as far down here as I can. And then ensure that we can see, and then just ensure that there's no weird soil stuff going on. Aha! So here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bulldoze this, and then draw my key wall just down. I think that should be good enough. And then I'm actually going to landscape along here. Gonna use the level tool to just level this out along the wall. And then I'm going to get my fresh water and connect it into there. And then I'm just going to delete this tiny little bit of pipe. No, I'm gonna just do that. Okay, just checking, yet that's connected to the power grid, because then this just looks a whole lot better. It's connected to the wall and everything. But, okay, and so now if I just, I can play that again now. Okay, but what I'm also going to do is I'm just going to level out the terrain along the wall here, just to make sure that we can see the wall and not any weird little bits of dirt. Okie doke. Okay, there we go. I've just finished leveling that out, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to finish my grid down here, and then I think I'll zone a little bit. I better turn my snap twos on, and then I'll just zone a little bit. I'm going to break that power line, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it real quick, so I don't really want to run into power problems, because I do only have $66,000, so I think one of the best ways to do it would just be to place wind turbines. Actually, nah, I'll just connect the power lines. I'll have these going through the blocks, because I think that'll just be easier, and it'll be a good use of our 2-tile gap. I can start that again. And then as soon as they're not, those power lines are not needed anymore, I'll delete them. But I'll just finish building this grid. I think I'll go up one more block, and then I'll draw a district and get a couple of services down here. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to draw my paths. Come on. I'm just going to draw my paths now. There we are. We've got our paths in. And I forgot to connect up this water stuff. That's better. And now I'll draw a district over it. And I think this will be a self-sufficient housing district, as well as the organic and local produce. And then I think we'll finish up today. Okay, there we go, and now I'll make this self-sufficient buildings and organic and local produce. And now I'll get some services down here. So I think what I'll do is I'll chuck in a community school, because that is a Green Cities asset, as are the two district specializations that I've put down here. I think next episode we'll put some transit lines down here. So they'll be able to take the bus or whatever to work. I also need a park or two down here, so I think I'll put a playground next to the community school. And then I just want to see, does that cover the entire area? And maybe a Japanese garden up in the corner. And maybe, yeah, I'll put one down here as well. And then I think I'll get water down here, because that's okay. And I'll also pause this because the water pipes aren't actually under the roads, but that's okay. Okay, there we go. We've got water down here in Cozy Heights. I'm going to call this Water Forest Square, because it's down by the water and it's in Forest Gulf, and there are a few trees down south here, I think. Yeah, there are, so there we go. And now I think that we'll get some commercial here and then some residential. So commercial up along the main strip, and then residential, and then I think we'll watch this fill in and finish. Hang on, autosave. There we go. And then I think we'll be done for the day. But I think one thing that I'm going to do is I am going to just quickly zone commercial along. Oh, I've made this one too wide. Oh well. Oh well, it can't be fixed now, because that'll be very hard. But we all make mistakes, and sometimes mistakes are what make a city unique, like this one. So there we go. And now I think we can watch this fill in. As I'm watching this fill in, I just realized I forget about two services: fire protection and police. So I just do that as real quick now. There we go. And then we'll watch this fill in for a bit. I've left this running for a minute or two now, and I think that what I'll do to finish off is, one, I'll get rid of all of the junctions on this road, and also fix up our road naming, and also take out these power lines and replace them with paths as the power has jumped. And I'll also zone a little bit of commercial over here, just to buffer the noise from this. And then, whoa, we've got a couple of problems. First, death care, which I always forget about. I'll just chuck that in here. Which, yep, that has water. Oh, you don't have water, do you? And there you go. And I think, finally, we'll just fix up our junctions. And I'll also just, Main Street should be a priority road. But also junctions, just adjust the stop lights, and I think I'll call this Water Forest Boulevard. I'll make it a priority road, and then I'll just adjust the junctions on here. There we go, all of the junctions have been accounted for. We have garbage notifications popping up everywhere. I'm just going to put another recycling center in for this, but I think okay, this is the last thing we're gonna do. Thanks for watching. Please, if you liked the video, please give it a like, and please, if you enjoy the content on our channel, please remember to please consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.